Good morning, everybody. I hope all of you had breakfast. We'll be starting the session in another 5 to 10 minutes. Dr. Sushireka will be delivering the first talk. She will join in another 5-10 minutes. There is little connectivity problem. Please bear with us and stay online.
Uh, Good morning, madam. Sushrika, madam. Hello. Sushrika, madam.
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir? Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Hello, madam.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, am I audible, sir?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. So how will share, sir? The share option is not showing.
1 second, madam. I have given you
Okay.
presenter option. You can share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please.
Madam, your headroom is too much. Could you lower down your camera? Yes, thank you. Yeah. Fine, madam. Not able to hear you. Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine, madam. ನಾನಿದು ನಿಮಿಷ.
So please make it fast. Actually, I'm having another meeting at 10:45. So
Yeah. 1 second, madam. I'll just.
yeah. Okay.
mm, Give me a 2-3 minutes, madam. I'll start.
Go ahead.
Yeah. A very good morning to one and all. I welcome you all to this program. Yesterday we began this program. This is the second day of the program. At the outstretch, I would like to introduce today's panelist, Dr. Sushrika Das, presently working as Manage Fellow, Manage Hyderabad. She has completed her PhD and MSc in zoology from North Orissa University, Baripada, Mayurbhanj, Odisha. She has put 9 years of service in teaching, research, and extension. She has worked 2 years in R&D as senior executive in probiotics research. She has submitted 15 numbers of genes to the NCBI Gen Bank. She has published 13 chapters in different books, has guided 4 numbers of master's degree and graduate students, and handled 1 research projects and coordinated many workshops, training programs on fish health management and disease diagnosis. She has trained approximately 500 fish and shrimp farmers of Odisha and other states through various funding agencies such as NFDB and Manage. She has published more than 20 research papers of national and international repute and more than 8 popular articles. She is a fellow of Zoological Society of India and received many prestigious awards such as Best Professor Award, Best Parenting Award, Dr. S.P. Gupta Gold Medal Award, Best Performer Award, and Reviewer Excellence Award, etc. Madam, I heartily welcome to this
Thank
program on behalf of
you, sir. Thank you,
our
sir.
chairman, Dr. S. Ayappan, CEO, Dr. A.M. Ramesh, and all colleagues of the Karnataka Science and Technology Academy, and also but not the least and most important, on behalf of our attendees, of them this program is successful. So warmly welcome to you, madam. Thank you very much. I'll share the
Like brief about
platform to you.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And today's topic you already sir said that the entrepreneurship opportunities in basically in the fishery sector. We'll discuss about this. So basically, if you see the overview of the agriculture industry in India, you will get to know that the industry is going like fastest going in like if you compare with the other industries also. And in case of India, it offers a great fishing chances in both in marine as well as in the interior waters with a huge coastal line zone. And basically like the main thing is that the fishing community as well as the sector is providing the employment for the million of people in the country. And if you see like from 2013 to till 2021 like over 30 million people get the like opportunity to work under aquaculture sector. Basically, the like main top countries, those are like producing fisheries in the field of global captive production, like 50%. If and that will like basically you know that the China is the topmost. China, then Indonesia, Peru, like in the fourth country position is India, and then Russia and the US, the Vietnam. So India represent 7.58 58 percentage, or else you can say the 8% of total world production of the like agriculture. And if you see the statistics of 2019 to 20, you will get to know that the country the production of fish is reached total the like 14,016 million metric tons. And if like ask the value of GVA is like 1.2% as well as like 7.28% of GVA. So here is the like resources in India. If you see, the coastal line is like the area of 8,118 like kilometers, and if you see the exclusive economic zone is 2.02 million square kilometers. These are the resources you will get in the India, and basically in the rivers and canal you will find that is 1.95 lakhs kilometers areas are the like the resources. We found. And if you go for the like brackish water area potential, you will get that that is the area is 12.4 lakh hectares. And basically in the like ponds and tanks is 24.1 lakh hectares. And if you find that the fishing villages are in India, basically the distance and the area is like 3,432. So, like by overviewing the things, that is the resources as well as the production and yeah, and the contribution to the GDP. Here I'm sharing the like the from 2014-15 to 2018-19, the production in inland, the marine as well as the total fish production and the growth. You will definitely will get to know the huge the growth from like 2014-15 to 2018 to 19, that is 7.11 to growth rate to 10.88. That is like drastic, like you can say the growth changes. And basically in the contribution, if you see in the contribution to national GDP, that is 1%. And already have discussed regarding the the contribution to agriculture GDP is 5.37%. So here is the like you know about the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, that is PMMSY, under the ministry scheme. It is like it will well the main focus of the scheme is to the like generate like minimum 55 lakh direct and indirect employment opportunity in fishery sector over a period of like next 5 years. Okay, this is the from if you see the main there is the main focus area is of how to like produce the meat like fish production, how to increase the like enhance the fish production to 220 million metric ton by 2014 to 25. That is the main focus. And next thing is that you can say that is the how to like double the fishers and fish farmers like income and generation of employment. And these are the potential areas in the fisheries sector. And I can see the implement and as well as the fisheries agreements, how to generate revenue in the field, and the contribution to the household economy, as well as how to improve the market value chains. And overall you can see that is it is the contribution to the national economy. So after that, the overview as well as the sector, how the sector is the benefits in the sector as well as what are the profits, and like how the sector is generating revenue in the field of other sector. So here we'll go for the like entrepreneurship, like management. Basically, those are interested to go to the they are interested to start their venture in the agriculture sector. They have to know the basic fundamental about how to start a startup. So basically, I can say the difference between like here definitely the the such that the students as well as some entrepreneurs are here to like explore the things about in agripreneurship. So basically, if you see the difference between a businessman as well as an entrepreneur, I can say an example that a businessman can buy something for cheap and sell it in for some profit, and the businessman is a person who is not a creative person and can't come with like good ideas, and he always follows the trends that others like have been going through or doing for the ages. Okay, they can follow the trends only. And if you see the entrepreneur is a person you can say who can create something out of nothing. Okay, that is the main you can see the difference between a businessman and and entrepreneur. So here the person who starts from the bottom without any experience, as well as he has no never afraid to take the risk in his way, as well as the person who is like very creative and unique. So this is the basic difference between I can understand on my point of view about this like a entrepreneur and a businessman. So like how to be like for the successful in like startup and become a entrepreneur, you should have the following I have discussed here the characteristics to become a successful entrepreneur. So first thing is that I can say that is like risk bearing. You should not if some problem will come, then you should not think that low some have to step back out. No, this you have to overcome the situation. That is called as the risk bearing character. Next is the need to achieve. You should have the focus to achieve the something that it may be beyond your but you have to have the potential to achieve the things. And the main thing is that the positive confidence. You should have the positive confidence. And if you see the opportunities in the field of entrepreneurship, you will definitely get that there are so many opportunities in every sector, in the animal husbandry, in fishery, agriculture. But how we were like contributing the national GDP, as well as how we were want to develop the particular the thing you are like going through the business. So this is the main factor. And if you see in the agriculture sector, there are so many opportunities I already discussed, and I will give the brief idea about like what are the things you can start from if you want to become the part of this agriculture sector. First thing is in brackish water and freshwater aquaculture. Here I can say that you can start your farming in the brackish water as well as freshwater aquaculture also. So if you say that madam, we don't have the resources as well as in our area like there is no potential for the farming of brackish water, that is shrimp, but you can go for the third party farming. So those are those are doing the farming in is as well as in the Gujarat, Orissa, and other states. So those are farming the brackish water. You can contact them and you can go for the partnership business also. And for the freshwater aquaculture, that is for the freshwater aquaculture, you can start from even inner resources also, or else you can start with the that the blue revolution, that is biofloc technology, that you can start your farming through the tanks also in a roof dam, as well as you can start it in your backside of your home, your home also, house also. So these are the in case of you'll see in the brackish and the freshwater aquaculture, and you'll go for the marine fisheries and seaweed as well as the ornamental fisheries. Here I can say for the seaweed, the coastal villages are in basically in Tamil Nadu and Lakshadweep. There they can directly they can collect the seaweed. They can sell it through the industries also. And for the ornamental fisheries, for one fish you can you can sell it to 600 to 700. So for ornamental fisheries, government is giving the schemes to set up the hatchery, as well as you can set up the brood bank, as well as you can start your third party business also through the ornamental fisheries also. And if you see the for the indoor farming, already I have discussed about the bioflux. In the way of bioflux farming, you can go to for the indoor farming also. And those are interested, those are the fishery graduates, they can start in the giving the consultancy or advisory services to the farmer in the for the how to use the feed, and what are the how to maintain the farm farming zone, as well as what are the you have to detect the diseases, and you can prescribe the farmer the medicines also. And here I am saying that the next one is the entrepreneur. For the entrepreneur, you don't think that you don't have that much of amount to start the business. Here I can suggest you don't go for don't go jump into the thing that you are having 1 crore and 50 again immediately you have start your venture in the manufacturing. Don't go for that, because for the entrepreneur there are so many plus sites that you can start by one. For if you are interested to sell the you want to manufacture the agriculture products, so that I will discuss about how to establish a company and what are the rules and regulations to start with that. And those are the fishery graduates, those are in the agriculture graduates, they can start through the SCABC. There is one SCABC scheme is under manage only, or else you can apply for the SCADP, that is given by the manage only, as well as the NFDP also giving the subsidy. For SCADP, you have to start a walk-on center in a particular area. The description I will discuss about after this slide. And here also you can start the things basically you can sell as a third party by procuring the medicines from other company, and you can sell the medicines to the farmers as well as the dealers, the distributor. You can through the your business. As well as the next is the export business. So those are they have interested to start the export business. You can contact the export. There are so many there businessmen. They're sharing the information, as well as they are updating the things in the social media. You can go through that, as well as you can contact the state fishery department, so that you can start this export business also. And this is the entrepreneurial business phases. If you see, the first is the pre-establishment. Second, next it will go for the establishment, and after that establishment and the pre-established, the gap is called as the survivability. And after the survivability, you will definitely after the if you start in 2022, it will take time to survive in that business. I can say, it will be at least 3 years. That means 2022 to 25, 26 the survivability will more. And after that the growth will be definitely, it is a rapid growth. It will be rapid, and after some time it will be in the position will be in the maturity, as we can say the you can do whatever you want to. That is a possibility for the to improve your the venture also. So here is the farmer entrepreneur, the relationship you can see, the input supplier, the technology support. Here, if you are selling the aquaculture products to the dealer, then dealer will be the the main interactor of the farmer. Farmer will take the medicines from the dealer with credit, as well as he can take the medicines in a debit. So that is the interaction between the farmer and dealer is the you can say the bond between the farmer can take the credit, medicines, as well as the seed, the feed, everything through the dealer. And after some time, after the you can say the culture period, 120 days, or else it is 250 days, the farmer will say that I can after the harvesting, I can give all the amount you have invested in my crop. So this is the relationship between one dealer with the farmer. So here, and the government is also giving the subsidies and to overcome the farmers, like farmer can start the venture through the subsidy through the loan from by given by the government of India. So here is the scope. If you see the in aqua entrepreneurship business, I can see the scope. The scope basically in the feed. See, feed. If you want to start your manufacturing unit in the feed, I definitely will go through first. You have to go through the PMMSY scheme. There you will get all the information regarding how to mini plant. If you want to start a mini feed plant, or there you have to the like the equipment, the cost of the equipment, and all this information you will get to know. And if you apply for that, definitely government will help you to get the desired one. And for the feed, see, I can suggest that for the fish, if you want to start the fish farming, like fish feed, so if for that there is the raw material you will use that is very less costly than if you compare with the shrimp feed. Also here you can start your venture with the feed mill, that is small, like you can say small feed mill also. So for here in your particular area, you can contact the farmers. Those are like having 10 to 20 acres of area, so that not more than I'm not saying that five. You just contact 500 farmer, or 10 to 15 dealers. But you can go with like particular. I always suggest the person who are starting like interested to in this field. I always suggest that you have to contact directly to the farmer, not the other third party. So if you'll contact the farmer, definitely you'll get to know the particular problem the farmer is facing. And if you want to really help to the farmer, definitely we can like by visiting the field, as well as the problems farmers facing, then it can identify the problem, and it can solve the problem through the directly to the interaction with the farmer. So if you go for the feed supplements, the supplements basically the probiotics. The probiotics. The farmer, the field, they are using the probiotics, as well as the minerals, the chemicals basically in the lime, as well as other chemicals support yeah these chemicals also you can you can as like keep it as a supplement. And the acidifier, the the medicine, those are under antibiotic. They don't have like antibiotic composition in the supplement. Next is the HED. HED is for like if you want to start a hatchery, if you're having the resources, and the person whom will ask how to start the hatchery, all these things, it may be a good thing to start, but it may be give you that much of tension to run the business. Because to start a hatchery, that you should have that much knowledge to build the structure, as well as to run the business. So for that, I will suggest that I have to contact the hatcheries. Those are selling the seeds in various space varieties of species. So you can contact them, and you will be the third party for that, and you can start your businesses through the by selling.
Madam, sorry if I interrupt. Madam, your network is low. Could you turn off your camera and continue? Thank you. Sorry for disturbing.
Okay, just a second. My voice
Madam, your network is low. Turn off
is
your
low. No,
yeah. Turn off your camera and then continue the
camera is
presentation.
on only.
No, no, you turn off your camera.
Okay, just a second.
Blank. So, continue, madam. Continue, please.
Okay.
Yes, madam. Yes, yes. Continue, madam. Please continue. Madam, please continue. Shrika, madam.
Yeah, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, please continue, madam.
Okay.
We have very less time, that's why.
Yeah. So next is the aqua clinics that I already have discussed regarding the aqua cleaning. For the aqua cleaning, you can start your you can apply for the to start the set up the aqua clinics basically in the coastal area where the farmer needs the to get the services to the aqua clinic. Then you can apply to the manager as well as you can apply to the NFDB also. Just a second. Yeah. See, this is the for entrepreneurship model. And here I'm sharing I shared the details of the colleges and institutes for fishery study. And basically, the what is the objective? This is asked. What is the objective of this entrepreneurship business? In case of we can say in the fishery sector, the government have developed so many schemes for the farmer as well as the entrepreneurs to attract the enhanced you can say the private investment in the fisheries and aquaculture sector as well as the main focus point is that to enhance the productivity and profitability in the value chain by achieving the economics in the economical scale you can say and to increase the technology uptake and address the value chain gap. And this is the main objective of the entrepreneurship model. And here is the achievements still in the fishery sector already have discussed. And another fund is the FIDF fund, that is Fisheries and Aquaculture Infrastructure Development Fund. For here you will get 8 to 9% and up to 20% the growth. The main focus that is to improve the growth of the fish production. And here is the fund you can also apply to further to get that is the cold chain basically including the ice plants, cold storage, fish transportation, fish processing units. These are under the this FIDF fund. Now, so here is the highlights of the entrepreneur models in the fisheries and aquaculture sector under PMMSY model. The main focus that is already I've discussed the fish production, productivity, to how to improve the quality, technology, as well as the production, traceability, and the management. Mm. These are the eligible beneficiaries for to get the entrepreneurship applying further to start their ventures. He should have he may be individual entrepreneur as he should have the private farm, the fish farmers they can apply also, fish workers, fish vendors, self-help groups also, fish cooperatives also, the companies under the APOs, those are working under APOs also, the fish joint liability groups also, and they are eligible to apply. And if you see the activities in the entrepreneurship model, so you can these are the activities that you can take the screenshot also. How to for the development of aquaculture basically under construction of ponds, development of hatchery for seed production, brood ranks, discrimination art, and for the new species as well as that you can know the pompano, cobia, lobster, crab, sea bass, and these are under the development of aquaculture. Also, you can under the entrepreneurship model. And in the integrated fish farming, basically recirculatory aquaculture, that is RAs, biofloc, aquaponics, and these are under the integrated farming. And for the backward and foreign linkages, so that is cave culture, seaweed cultivation, seed cultivation and processing and marketing, ornamental fisheries, branding and marketing. These are under the backward and foreign linkages. And the NFDB, you can know that already the National Fishery Development Board is undertaking would undertake the need-based beneficiaries who are interested and oriented in the fishery development activities with an aim. They can address the priorities they can show the priorities of the fishery sector, which can they can unmet the like suboptimally from like you can say the partially to made under the centrally sponsored scheme, that is under the PMMSY. And this is the funding pattern already as shown there. That is for the general category, the government is providing up to 25% for the SC/ST, which is 30%, and for the beneficiary contribution will be like 10% for the total project cost. And bank will give the loan for the general category, that is 65% for the total project cost for the SC/ST women, SC/ST and women for the general category women also, and for like up to 60% of the total project cost. And this is the entrepreneurship, like you can say that how to start the venture, that is for the rule and regulations, how to start the accounting, analytics, administration, and the marketing, human resource management, product manufacturing, finance, and planning. And if you see, this is co-entrepreneurship production sector. You can see that is the procuring the raw materials to maintain the inventory, the machinery, the batch sheet, how to like maintain the record and the samples. And definitely you have to go for the employee safety also. This is under the production. And if you go for the human resource management, you have to think about the employment, like the payroll processing, employment recruitment, as well as training, or like if the employees exist, all these things under the human resource. And if you see the entrepreneurship, there is a rule and regulation when the compliance, basically to register the business, and under the MSME registration. And it should be, the product should be have LEFCA approval, that is Coastal Aquaculture Authority approval, that is if product should not have any kind of antibiotic. And these are under the regulation and compliance. And if you see the financial and finance and planning, if you want to create the business plan, and you have to choose the name, as well as for the research supplies you have to consider, as well as research competitions in the market. And you have to set the logistic section to overcome the situation, as well as you have to have the research on the local market also. And if you see in the marketing, the basically this is the main thing, that is in the marketing in the fishing sector. And you have to should have, if you are manufacturing the product, you have to choose the brand color, as well as the design of the product packaging, and as well as the accounting and analytics. Those are the invoices, receivable. These all these are under the accounting, and these are the field supplements. Basically, just a second. Just a second. Already we have discussed, and these are the financial issues, challenges. Basically, definitely it will come, that is on the financial resources, revenue generation, how to team member, and all these things under the issue and challenges. And these are strategies, you have to take the farmers and the dealers to the for the media trial, as well as you can for the offline ads, you can also banners, leaflets, you can publish it in the social media also. And these are the strategies. And see here the Desi Magud, here you can do the farming. And this is the Desi Co, this is seed farming, fish farming. These are the news cafes, as well as the virtual mode of training program, awareness. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, madam, I am here. Hello. Yeah. Yes. Madam, we have one question from the audience. Shall we take up the question and then we'll go for vote of thanks? Hello, am I audible? Madam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's one question
Huh?
in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
I'll read out, madam.
Huh.
Then we'll go for vote of thanks.
बोले.
Can you guide us about entering into aquaculture or marine biology after 12th standard?
After 12th standard. No.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. They can go. They can start the farming. They can do this. Like they can start the farming. Okay, fish farming. But for the to start the business, like you can say the entrepreneur that is for the startup, they have to like minimum qualification should be graduation. Okay.
Yeah, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that is the one question we had. And I would like to thank you on behalf of KSTA for presenting this paper.
Yeah.
Well organized it was, and
Thank you,
well
thank you.
knowledgeable. And thank you very much on behalf
Thank
of
you, sir.
KSTA, all the
Thank you.
those and the staff.
Okay.
Thank you very much, madam, for joining us. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Give me a 2 minute. I'll just yeah, sure, Kumar sir. Good morning, Shivakumar sir. Sir, I'm not able to hear you. You are mute.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll just try to share your. So, are you able to share your?
I'll just try.
Try, sir. I given you the presenter option. By the time I'll keep my PPT ready here.
And you open it. And you give me the option of changing the slides.
I have given, sir, already.
Okay. Then you only open the slides.
No, madam, sir. I have given you to the sharing option. You can share
No.
your PPT.
That's not. No, I'm finding it difficulty in my system. Apple.
Yeah.
You just open the slides and you give me the operating permission.
Yeah.
Slide changing permission. Yes.
Yeah, 1 second. One second, sir. I'll just come back to you.
It's 11 hours.
Sir, hello, Shivakumar sir. Shivakumar sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I'll just give a brief introduction about you, then we'll
Okay,
start the. So, yeah. I'm very sorry for holding you all for 5 minutes. I was actually searching for the PPT to share in the WebEx. So sorry for that. I would like to extend my warm welcome to Dr. Shivakumar Magadha, sir, Dean College of Fisheries, Mangalore. He has excellent academic experience covering 400 plus guest talks, 41,000 people. So far, he has done it. And 3 awards he has won. In 2015, he has awarded National Chanakya Award, and in 2007, Dr. Abdul Kalam Lifetime Achievement Award. Then, again in 2007, he has awarded as an environmentalist of the year. So, congratulations on that, sir. Then, association with the professional bodies that he is engaged with is advisory committee member, NITTE University, MSME Business Incubation Center, Peace Business Incubation Center as an advisory committee member, then Board of Studies member in Roshnila School of Social Work, Mangalore, Editor-in-Chief, Journal of Aquaculture, Fisheries and Fish Sciences, then special achievements made by Dr. Shivakumar sir is established new research station in the name of CAPS, Center for Applied Research and Problematic Soils, to make up multi-institutional collaborative research work, established mobile soil and water laboratory. With this, I would like to invite Dr. S.K. Shivakumar sir for this guest lecture. A warm welcome to you, sir, on behalf of KSTA, all the officers and the staff here, and also all the attendees of this program. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll give me a minute. I'll just share the PPT, sir. Then we can go ahead. Yeah. Sir, I'll be changing the slide, sir. Don't worry about it. You just say next, I'll share it, sir. Fine, sir.
Hmm. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂತ್ಕೊ.
Sir, is
Go
it
to
fine?
the presentation mode.
Yeah. Sir, is it fine?
Yes.
One
Can you
second.
start?
1 second, sir. Yes, sir, you can go on.
Good morning, friends. Next 30 minutes, we'll be learning about integrated farming system, not necessarily fish farming. And the title is Integrated Farming Systems Going Back to Classics. It means IFS is not a new concept. Basically, farmer was, farmer is, farmer is a integrated farmer only for increasing his revenue. Since 2 to 3 decades, people started monocropping intensive farming system. But more than 85% of the people in the country are small and marginal, where commercial farming is not possible. That's why integrated farming system is more relevant than the earlier times. So look at these key facts about the hunger in India. And this is the latest FAO data. 20 crores of people are suffering from hunger. It means out of 140 crores, 20 crores of the people suffer from hunger, and another 30 to 40 crores people suffer from hidden hunger. So that's why we need to rethink, rearrange, realign our policies to produce more food that is required by the country. And go to the next slide. Look at this status of India in agriculture production. India is 3.28 million square kilometer, vast country, seventh largest country, and doing well in terms of milk, papaya, jute, ginger, banana, mango, millets, cotton. In all of these crops, India stands first, even in cattle population. But look at the rows below the cattle, where India is in third or second position, and look at the productivity difference. So, what I'm trying to tell you here is we need to move from production to productivity. When China can produce 40 tons of fish per hectare, we are settled at 5 to 6 tons. When China can produce 8 to 12 tons of rice per hectare, we are happy with 5 to 6 tons per hectare. So that's why if you believe the science is same for the entire world, if they can produce, we can also produce. That is the message we need to take from this slide. Next slide. Okay. So look at the problems in the field of agriculture. They were there 60 years ago. Even now they are there, a different magnitude. But now the issues are quite different. Poor land holding because of the fragmentation of land. The average land holding of more than 85% of the people is less than 2.5 acres. Poor capital. People do not have the money to do the commercial agriculture. Scarcity of labor for at least for agricultural operations. In a country with 140 crores, we say we are facing problems for labor. Soil acidity because one is because of the parent material and the another is due to another mismanagement. Non-adoption of scientific pest and disease management, imbalanced nutrient application, micronutrient deficiencies, lack of value addition, scarcity of inputs like the country requires lot of fish, and whereas marine fish species we don't have the consistent supply of sea bass, cobia, pampano. If you take the example of Karnataka, we need 60 crores of carp seeds, fish seeds, but about 30 crores of seed is coming from other states. So non-utilization of farm ponds for composite fish culture, like under Department of Agriculture, National Horticulture Mission, Watershed Development, Fisheries, Narega, there are so many fish farms where the farmers have not taken up the scientific farming. Sorry, and lack of knowledge on backyard poultry farming, wild animals. These are all the issues in agriculture. Next slide. So, migration of youngsters, middlemen, and scarcity of fodder are also the issue. But India has all the solutions for the above said problems. I told about the problems, but we have a lot of knowledge, ingenuity, provided if we have a right policies and right intervention, definitely all of them are solvable issues. So hidden issues. Suppose I told you the average the land size is less than 2.5 acres. Look at the demography, economics. For a family of four, the average income is 1.5 lakh, and it works out to be 3,125 rupees per month. It means the agriculture farmer is poorer than agricultural labor. He earns about 18 to 20,000 rupees. According to the food analyst Dr. Devinder Sharma, the average income of 17 states in our country is less than 17,000 rupees. So that is the issue, fate of the agriculture. Non-working agriculturists, non-residential agriculturists are the issue in agriculture. In last 10 years, more than 23,000 acres of paddy land has been converted into Araka layout and other activities. That is, I'm talking about the in Karnataka coastal districts. So and finally, everyone is feeling that agriculture is not profitable, and it is not profitable if you don't do it systematically. And stringent guidelines and slow processes in giving schemes and initiatives. There are 20 to 30 development departments, and we have beautiful schemes to support the small and marginal farmers, entrepreneurs. But unfortunately, the slow process, poor no, linkage between the institutes are the issues. And many people do not know their own schemes, and the entire country deals with wrong data. So it means with wrong data, we cannot come out with the right strategy. Next. So now going back to classics, IFS, yes, we need IFS, but people are busy in identifying the different components of integrated farming system. That is not the IFS. We know many things have to be done in one place, in given place, but that is not the IFS. We must know the proportion of each activities. That is where we need the scientists. That is where we need the economists. That's where we need the statisticians. But people say you do a dairy farming, you do agriculture, you do goat farming, all that. But how much to do? How you can arrive at some figure, how to proportion them technically and maximize the production and productivity and distribute the revenue throughout the year. That is the science. So look at the salt, charcoal, neem, coconut oil, and Indian knowledge base or Indian forefathers, they had highest level of knowledge. And 100 years ago, when the William Colgate came out with the paste, Westerners were laughing at us because we were using neem, stick, charcoal, salt. But now you get the lemon flavored paste, salt enriched, activated charcoal enriched Colgate. So it means the Indians' ingenuity and knowledge base was so strong. It is true even in the integrated farming system. Next slide. So now look at the comparative analysis between the farming systems. With minimum support price, in paddy you get 1 rupee 60 paisa with minimum support price. If you include the managerial cost, again paddy is not profitable. Sugarcane you get 1 rupee 37 paisa, 1 rupee 37 paisa, but that is in 14 months, whereas in paddy in 4 months. But in fish culture, you get 2 to 3 cost benefit ratio. If you invest 1 rupee, you get 3 rupees. In seed rearing, you get 3 to 4 rupees. That's why, compared to all other activities, aquaculture, fish seed rearing are profitable. But you don't have to convert all your agriculture land into aquaculture ponds. Wherever you find water, wherever you have plenty of water, wherever you have low-lying areas, wherever it is not used for agricultural production, you can use them for aquaculture. Next slide. So these northeast states in India and other Southeast Asian countries, by default, they are integrated farmers. They grow paddy, they grow fish, they grow duck, they grow vegetables together. They have understood the concept very well. That's how they manage their resources so effectively and fulfill their needs in terms of nutrition and economy uh, in a sustainable manner. So when they can do it, we can also do it. Paddy come fish culture. This is paddy come fish culture. There, in non-waterlogged areas, you cannot impose paddy come fish culture. Wherever there's a waterlogged system, just to drain the excess water, you can have deep trenches in between the paddy field and grow fish seed. And whenever the water recedes, these young ones go to the ponds either side. So this is how one is by draining excess water. Another is to drain the salts, and because of the symbiotic relation, these the fishes, they defecate, they move around, they eat the weed weeds, and that's how you can produce the quality paddy. Next slide. And this is in Myanmar because all the rivers, Ganga, Brahmaputra, they drains into the Bay of Bengal in the delta of West Bengal, Bangladesh, Myanmar. That's why by default they have waterlogged land, thousands of hectares, which is productive but waterlogged. If you don't drain the water and the salts, they cannot grow paddy. But Bangladesh, Myanmar, or West Bengal. Next slide. Next slide, please. So this is the place, all the northeast states and West Bengal, beautifully they take up integrated farming system. Now I am in Tripura, very adjacent to IFS farm. Look at the ponds, highly productive waters, and normally they don't use the commercial feeds. There you find papaya, banana, the greens and vegetables and fish, and they also grow backyard country chicken, goat, pigs, some places. So this is how they have understood the management of resources and maximize their production and productivity. Next slide. So earlier we used to show the line diagrams and we tried to convince the farmers. We failed. So now it's not the time to show the line diagrams or PowerPoint presentations. We have to show the live demos. 10 years ago, we tried to know whether the paddy cum fish culture is profitable. We conducted experiment at Udigere under our project, and even after 10 years, that project is there. 1 hectare model is there in Chikmagalur, Modigere. This is under University of Agriculture and Horticulture Sciences, Shimoga. And very effectively, we have demonstrated by showing the money, production, and productivity in just 100 square meter through using, by rearing fish, we earn about 9,600 rupees. Whereas in paddy, uh, we get out 3 to 4,000 rupees.
Shivkumar sir, sorry for disturbing you. Mute.
Yeah, next slide, next slide. Next slide, please. Okay. So this is again at Modigere. We have developed 1 hectare model, and 1 hectare means 10,000 square meter. In about 1,000 square meter, we designed a trench. There we were growing. Here we were growing the fish seed, and in hoppas we were growing ornamental fish. Two-tier system: paddy, fish, edible fish here, ornamental fish in the hopper. Next slide. Next slide. So look at this IFS unit where they have coconut, banana. In hopper, they grow fish seeds or ornamental fish. Outside, they grow the edible fish. The dairy shed is connected, piggery shed is connected, and look at the greens. So if you can have uh, 1 acre or 2 acres, normally IFS is good in a smaller area. When it is larger, the economics serious mismatch will be there, the effort mismatch will be there. It may not be viable for larger areas. IFS is good for small and marginal farms. Next slide. So trenches can be either side of your land. We cannot have a single proportion for any given land, for a given land. It has to be customized. You can have the pond in the center or either side or in the periphery. It all depends on the contour, water level, the slope, the crop you wish to take. Next slide. Next slide, please. So looking at our success story, KVK, they started paddy cum fish culture, and first 3 months they grow. They were growing the fish seed. Later, by releasing fish seed, grow up to the table size also. Next. So integrated farming means doing two or more activities depending on the region, depending on the resource, depending on the capital, depending on the management. You can choose the different activities, but proportioning of each activities. Why you are going for paddy in 2000 square meter? Whether it is economically viable. Why you have selected 10 goats? Why you have selected 4 cows? Likewise, for each of the component, you have to understand the economics and fit the best model. The next slide. Advantage of rice cum fish farming. One is you can grow paddy in an organic way and grow fish in an organic way. And symbiotic relation, one is there, no, the fecal matter of fish becomes the nutrient, they control the weeds, and you can grow paddy in the waterlogged area. That is the first advantage. Even in waterlogged area, by managing the water, you can grow fish as well as paddy. Next. Look at the paddy cum fish culture. Here in Northeast, they grow catfish, pobda, marl, varieties of fishes they grow. And in northeastern state, they even eat the smaller ones, but in southern Karnataka or southern India, they need the bigger fish. So that's why you can grow them for some time, and later they can be shifted to the grow-out ponds if you want the bigger fish. Next slide. With Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana during 2008 to 2012, in US Bangalore, I was handling a bigger project to promote fish culture in saline and alkaline soils. This farmer is from Maddur, near Mandya. Look, see the phone number. In about 2000 square meter, in 78 days, he harvested 1.82 lakh fish fingerlings and earned about 1.52 lakh. To get the same amount, you have to grow paddy in 10 to 15 acres and sugarcane in 4 to 5 acres. That's the beauty of fish farming. Next. And here in the remotest area, 15 years ago, we promoted poultry cum fish culture. When I told my farmer to grow the broiler chicken, he said there is no demand for broilers, and he wanted to grow the country chicken in 1,000 meter square. He has constructed the stilt shed in the center of the pond, and he was growing the country chicken. There was a catwalk because of the wild dogs issue. He has removed that. Next slide. Duck and fish culture. This is more people are practicing in Andhra Pradesh and Kerala. In Karnataka, people don't prefer the duck meat very much, but about 300 to 400 khaki Campbells per hectare can be used. And normally, after 2 months of release of fish feed, you have to release these ducks. Otherwise, sometimes they try to catch or they escape, and because of the fear, they don't feed. So likewise, first you have to release the fish feed and rear the ducks separately, and after 2 months you can leave them. When these ducks they are in the water, they defecate and they eat the insects. That's how there is a symbiotic relation and increase your economics. Next slide. Look at this tilt house in Raichur, beautifully constructed by Bengalis. Earlier, these planks were not there. It was the mesh. And my farmer used to grow country chicken, and all the fecal matter used to fall into the pond. That's how it is to manure the pond, and natural food is to grow phytoplankton, zooplankton. They were eaten by the fish. So next, fish, banana, aquaponics, poultry, dairy, all are there in this IFS model. Next slide. So poultry, again, about 300 to 400 birds. You can rear more birds also, but you cannot put the manure of 300 to 400 birds, because it will lead to eutrophication because of the higher organic content, higher load of fertilizers and manures. So that's why you should restrict the number of birds per hectare. It doesn't mean that you cannot rear. You cannot use, if you want to use the manures daily, directly, you can use the manures of 300 to 400 birds. That's the message. Next slide. So here, this was the a kind of dry land in the upper stretches of Kaveri command area. There was no water. But because of the water table all over, if you just dig 2 feet, water was there. Yet they were classified as saline soils, but they were not fit for growing any of the agriculture crops. By draining excess water, integrate means not necessarily animals, any two crops. By draining excess water, the banana yield increased, sugarcane yield increased, and I told my farmer to construct a fish pond in his pond, in his farm, to drain the excess water and the salt. Next slide. And on the bunds, you can grow greens uh, and other vegetables. Next slide. Next. And this was, I was no the previous slide I was telling. This is the a kind of dry land with the high water table. So the sugarcane and other crops, they were not growing properly. Only after the construction of fish pond, the sugarcane, Mozambique, and coconut yield increased, and they survived very well. And this man, in about 1,000 square meter, he got about 17,500 rupees. We expected more, but in his speech, he said he got 17.5 rupees per meter square, as against 7 rupees in sugarcane, 8 to 10 rupees in banana. Suppose if you invest 1 square meter to different crops, this is the comparative analysis, and for every square meter you get 2 rupees. So in that context, fish culture is highly profitable. Next slide. And only by draining water, look at the height of the sugar cane. It is about 12 to 14 feet. Next slide. Next slide. And look at the last row. The benefit cost ratio is 2.05. That's why first you have to understand the economics of any farming system, and then you have to combine. Next slide. So fish seed rearing. In fish, you get about 2.05. In fish seed rearing, you get 2.5. I've taken the lower limits, but the profit margins are still higher. Next slide. And this man, Mr. Krishna Gowda, has about 2.5 acres, and he tried paddy, sugarcane, marigold, and lost all his money. And 10 years ago, he met us, and we promoted fish culture. And now he is one of the successful fish farmer in Mandya district in Karnataka. Next slide. Again, this small farmer from Madhur, you take down the number and you please call them. And he earns about 3 to 4 lakhs in 3 months. But he has 10 acres of land, but never seen so much of money in his lifetime. Next slide. So integrated farming means not necessarily coconut, banana, fish, or dairy. Look at this. Integrated farming means many of the lakes and tanks are weed infested where you cannot grow fish. There you can grow fish outside and you cannot harvest them completely, but no problem. You can grow fish. And wherever you find water, you can have a jumbo hopper, bigger hoppers, and grow edible fish, rare fish seed, or ornamental fish. This is also integrated farming. So in hopper, our farmer are growing ornamental fish. Outside, it is edible fish. In a rubber tube, they are going and they are just cleaning the hopper. Next slide. So you have to use the fishes which fishes better price. These new varieties are pangases, hybrid tilapia. Next slide. Okay, I'll skip this. Next. Next. Definitely, you can do integrated farming with pig, cattle, or goat. But goat and sheep, no, they don't gel well because their fecal matters are very strong, dry. You cannot. You have to dry it and put it. So they don't gel well. However, in your farm you can have them. You can grow fodder in your farm on the bunch, and you can have goats and sheep. But whereas the menus of cows, pig, poultry, they can directly you can use them into the water. And for 1 hectare, you can maximum have 20 cows, 5 to 6 cows if you want to put the menu daily, and 20 pigs, not more than that. 300 to 400 poultry birds. Next slide. That's what you can grow the hybrid grasses on the bunds, and this grass can be utilized for grass carp, one of the fish varieties which feeds profusely on grass, and you can use them for cattle. Next. And on the buns, you can grow cabbage, cauliflower, or chili, whatever, and grow azolla in the fish pond itself. But the only thing is the pond coverage should not be more than the azolla should not cover more than 20 to 30%. Otherwise, it will affect the primary productivity in the pond. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. So I told you about sheep and goat. Next. So challenges in IFS are identifying the right combination of activities, proportioning of each activities, and identifying minimum scale of economy and marketing of small produce. So if you want to take up the integrated farming system, please do contact us before you taking up different activities. Thank you very much. Next slide. Next. Look at the small rings, well rings, and they're joined using some gumming agent. And in the remote area, one of the ladies in Mandya district, she brings the water in the bullock cart and growing ornamental fish. Next. So finally, the listeners have to be the agent of change. You share the success stories, true success stories, critically evaluate the failures. Success breeds success, and knowledge should flow from both the sides. And learn, articulate, synthesize, and disseminate, and continuously learn. And you be the agent of change. Thank you very much. I'm done, Mr. Anthony. Next slide. Next slide. Thank you.
I stop the sharing, sir? Oh. Sir, Shaguna, sir. Am I audible, sir?
I'm done.
Yeah. Shall I stop sharing, sir?
Yeah. Over.
Yes. I request if there is any questions from the attendees side, you may raise your hand. Thank you. So we'll give 2-3 minutes for questions, sir.
No, please come again.
Sir, shall we give 2 to 3 minutes for questions?
No problem, man. Provided there are questions.
Yeah, we'll wait, sir. Sir, hello, Shivakumar, sir.
Yes.
There is one question in the chat box from the attendee. Any example for model farmers in North Karnataka, sir?
There are many in Yadgiri. Ask them to meet fisheries department people. There are many success stories in Yadgiri, Koppal, Ballari. Many, plenty. Let them meet the department fisheries officers. With my reference, they'll be taken to the successful farms. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So, sir, I would like to thank you on behalf of KSTA, our chairman, Dr. S. Ayappan, and CEO, Dr. A.M. Ramesh, and scientific officers of the KSTA, all the colleagues, staff in the academy. And also, I would like to thank from the attendees side, because of them, this program was successful. They are our key audience. So thank you very much for putting that. Thank you. For attendees, I request a 5 minutes break. So Dr. Sadanand Gowda sir will be joining in 2-3 minutes. He is in a session. He will unmute that and come to us. Let's have a break for 5 minutes. So we'll join back again at 12 sharp. Thank you.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್ 100% ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಅದು ತಿರುಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬ್ರೌಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್, ರನ್ ಟೆಂಪರರಿ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬದಲು ರನ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಬ್ರೌಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ
I'm audible?
Yes sir, audible sir, audible sir.
Hello?
Sir, audible sir. Please try to share the presentation sir. Am I audible sir? Sir, can you hear me sir? Sir, can you hear me sir?
Yeah, I'm able to hear.
Sir, I have given you privileges. Please try to share your presentation sir. Meanwhile, we can introduce
Sure.
you, we can start the session.
Yeah, the screen is visible now.
Yes sir, visible sir, full screen.
Okay. My means audible. I'm clear now.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah.
Audible.
Shall I start my presentation?
No sir, just a minute sir.
Yeah.
A very good afternoon. I hope everybody has taken 5 minutes tea break before starting this third session. Before beginning to the next session on processing of fruits and vegetables by Dr. Samananda GK, Our CEO, Dr. M. Ramesh sir, is busy. I would like to give a brief introduction about Dr. Sadananda sir. Currently, sir is working as Assistant Professor of Post Harvest Technology in University of Horticulture Sciences campus, College of Horticulture, GKVK campus, Bengaluru. Sir has done his BSc from KRCCH Arbavi US Dharwad, MSc in Vegetable Science from CCS HEU Hissar, which is a part of Haryana, and sir has obtained his PhD in post-harvest technology from IARI Indian Agriculture Research Institute, New Delhi. Sir has a vast working experience as an assistant professor of post-harvest technology in Department of Post-Harvest Technology, College of Horticulture, Bengaluru, since July 2013. Sir has handled and handling around 45 courses for diploma, PG diploma, masters, and doctoral students, serving and served as advisory committee chairman for 8 MSc, 7 Indian and 1 international, which is Afghanistan, and 2 PhD students, and as advisory committee member for 26 masters and 14 doctoral students. Sir has many research interests in new product development in important horticultural crops having nutraceutical and functional properties with a focus on quality and safety aspects of fresh and processed horticultural produce. Sir has done many projects, out of which I will read few here. Karnataka Center for Excellence in Food for Health, project investigator RKVY, which is a budget of 10 crore Indian rupees, and the human resource development creation of infrastructure facilities for running diploma course in food processing technology. Co-principal investigator for NMPFP, budget is 0.75 crore Indian rupees. And the third project is human resource development creation of infrastructure facilities for running a degree course for MSc post-harvest technology in food processing technology, co-principal investigator. Establishment of Center for Post-Harvest Technology of Horticultural Crops, which is again budget of 0.93 crore, and biochemical profiting of minor fruits for food and nutritional value. For that, sir has been co-principal investigator and City International project, which was a budget of $23,415, and he has published many scientific articles in national and international repute and international book chapter, and have developed 5 practical manuals for PG certificate courses. Sir has conducted many trainings, and he served as a program director for 44th Feed the Future India Triangular Training Program. It was an international training program on production to post-harvest management in horticultural crops during March 2020. And sir has attended many international courses, and he has received many awards and recognitions. Received a University Best Teacher Award in 2018, SCRS Excellence in Teaching Award from Vietnam, SVWS Excellence in Teaching Award from Lucknow, and IARI SRF, and a US Dharwad Gold Medal in 5 sponsored gold medals for topping BSc Horticulture, and KRCCH Best Outgoing Student during his education course. Sir has professional society members also, for life member of Association of Food Scientists and Technology India, and life member of Veginet Premnath Foundation. With this brief introduction, I welcome you once again, sir, on behalf of Manage and on behalf of KSTA and on behalf of all the audience. Welcome to deliver this session on processing of fruits and vegetables. Over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Umesh ji, for introduction. So, am I audible now, Umesh ji?
Yes, sir.
Audible, doctor, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Ramesh, sir. So, yeah, I thank the team of KSTA led by Ramesh sir for giving him an opportunity to deliver a talk on a relevant topic. So, the training has been designed very in a meticulous manner so as to benefit the trainees. So, having said so, I'm going to deal with the topic of processing of fruits and vegetables. So there are various slides numbering 94. I will be cut shorting wherever it is required. So because most of the times it is the photographs which is included for the information. Okay. So basically horticulture being an very means horticulture crops, they are having a diverse morphological structure, composition, general physiology. Because you might be knowing that horticulture crops, few there might be fruits, vegetables, there are nuts, there are tubers, there are the stems, even inflorescence like broccolis. So the physiology is totally different. Okay. And the way we handle them, it also depends upon what is the nature of the produce and how it has to be handled. So having this information, so the post-harvest management in general, what we tell, it is nothing but means processing is a sub part of management. So it involves both science and technique. Okay. So it involves both and science and technique. The basic ultimate fact being that we aim to minimize loss, maximize efficiency, and maximize the return to not only a producer, also a consumer. Okay. So most of the times for horticulture, the technical persons like us, so we keep the various the stakeholders into consideration. One being a producer who is a farmer, and second being a consumer. They are the two main actors. Okay. There are also intermediaries. Okay. Because having this topic processing of fruits and vegetables, processing being a transformation of a farm from primary to a tertiary thing, which involves various stakeholders like processors might be there, then wholesale, all the primary retail, secondary retailer, exporters, importers, many actors come in. Okay. But everything it has to revolve around demand and supply. Okay. So demand is from consumer, supply is from the producer. Okay. So this is a schematic diagram how the process management works. Okay. Then having said these things, the scope of process management of fruits and vegetables. Okay. So if we speak about the scope, what is the scope of fruits and vegetables? First is increasing the food supply. Okay. So food supply, because no more horticulture crops are an option. It is nowadays essential. Okay. Even FAO quantifies that horticulture crops are essential for nutritional security. Okay. There are various terms called as, one is food security, second is nutritional security. Okay. So food is a medium through which we get energy to work. Okay. So food basically, what agriculture crops being the rice, jowar, or else wheat, anything, it is according to the staple food, they give basic energy. But whether they give essential nutrients, it is very skeptical. Okay. Unless they are not, if they are not cereals, pseudo cereals, they will not ensure your better nutrition. Okay. For that, we require essentially usage of horticulture crops, especially fruits and vegetables. Okay. So for these things, to ensure nutritional security, so the process management, it ensures that the foods are available and they are accessible to the people. Okay. So and the spoilage has to be reduced. Second is employment generation. As I told, there will be multiple stakeholders. So at each level, the employment is generated. Why? Because horticulture always has been an high value crop. Okay. So 1 kg cashew is equal to a quintal of rice. Okay. So because many of the times it is considered like that. So the thing is that the employment, it is being an high remunerative sector, the care is required to that level. Hence employment generation, it creates value addition, transformation. Always I am not only consuming tomatoes, I am also consuming tomato ketchup. Okay. Tomato puree, tomato juice. So it varies. Not only a fresh mango, I do consume mango juice, mango bar, mango amchur powder. Okay. So these things are diversification, value addition. Okay. To a single produce. Then export earning, because see the nowadays the horticulture crops, not only they are not only assuring an assured nutritional security, they are also assuring economic security. Why? Because the horticulture crops, they earn to a tune of 40,000 crores to the exchequer. Okay, because everything which is exported, they will earn dollars, thereby ensuring economic security. Okay, so major crops being fresh grapes or its mango, green vegetables, even processed products like cashew or its mango pulp, onions. Okay, numerous. Even a minor product like the gargum, it earn on the tune of around 5 to 6,000 crores. Okay. The next being the rural industrialization, because India lives in village. So the Bharat, the infrastructure has to be created, and the industries are more or less in the rural, and thereby the interlands will get an employment generation. Okay, importance of fruits and vegetables. So the nowadays we are having a very good growth of fruits and vegetables. Recent data speaks that. So 1 or 2 million tons of fruits is produced in India, whereas vegetables it is double, nearly 200 million tons of vegetables are produced. So earlier it used to be day when the agriculture produce used to be more, horticulture produce used to be less. But now horticulture produce has surpassed the agriculture production in India. Now it is 330 million tons. Okay, so 330 million tons. Now comes what are the, because see, if what we are telling is post loss, why we have to go for processing, why we have to go for management, everything is linked. So having a generous value of 20 to 40% of loss. Okay, how much it quantifies? It quantifies to the crore of around 20,000 crore. Okay, that will be an economical loss. Okay, whether the economic is only a dominant factor, no. So I am telling that 330 million tons we are producing. Okay, so if 330 million ton is produced, so there will be demand and supply. Whether the all the 330 million ton is available to the market and the consumer, no. Why? Because at various steps the loss do occur, and the loss being 20 to 40%, I keep 20% as the lowest value. Okay, out of 330 million tons, if 20% is the loss, so the production is 330, but availability is 66 million ton reduced. Why? Because 20% loss. Okay, so production is 330, availability is 270 million tons. Okay, whatever I have produced, it is not available. When it is not available entirely, then it is not affordable. Okay, so hence we have to reduce the loss, and the most of the time has to be available so as to make them affordable and accessible to the masses. Okay, and post-harvest management, again I told you that it creates rural industries, especially it benefit the women farmers. Okay, so what are the various products? You can see there is a schematic diagram whereby the various products like the jam, jelly, beverages, candies can be produced. Okay, so procurement of these raw materials is one industry, processing and marketing. It is very a chain link things. Okay, so it revolves around food safety, food security, climate footprint, so employment generation, economic revenues, everything. Okay, so this is a schematic diagram of a management, how it works: picking, classification, packaging, transportation, the pre-cooling. So it is stored in a very good manner. Why? Because the quality of raw material is the most determinant thing. The quality of raw material ensure quality of end material. Okay, so these are the various stages at which the loss occurs: at harvesting, at food storage, at processing, packaging, marketing, consumption. So loss is inevitable, but we have to reduce the level of loss. Okay, so this is the post treatment products which are available in the market, and these are key players which are there. Okay, so okay, having explained about the imminent necessity of horticulture industry in India and the essential criteria of post management, what are the avenues in front of us? Okay, so because the topic which has been given to me is processing of fruits and vegetables. Okay, so we produce, I told you that we produce around 100 million tons of fruits, 200 million tons of vegetables. Whether all the vegetables, all the fruits are consumed fresh? No, it is very rarely. Okay, so the level of processing in India is less than 4%. Okay, the level of processing means if it is 330 million tons, out of only which around 12 to 15 million tons is processed. Okay, the processed product is only amounting to around 15-20 million tons. That's it. Okay, it is not going beyond that. So the Indian palate still being, we prefer fresh fruits and vegetables. You can means you can ponder upon, you can ask whether it is the same processing value is there throughout the world. No. So there are certain countries like Malaysia, Thailand, whereby the level of processing is to the tune of 80 percentage. Okay. So out of 330, they are means suppose hypothetically, if it is 300 million tons in Malaysia, they are means transforming 240 million ton into processed product. Okay. So they being means the pellet is different, the food habit is different of them. I'm not suggesting that we have to entirely go for processing, but why processing is necessary? Why? Because you might have seen certain times whereby a few months ago the tomato was costing around 150 to 160 or 200 rupees per kilo. Okay. If you go to a market now, it will be costing around not more than 10 or 15 rupees. Okay. But this is the retail price, what I'm telling. What is the price to a farmer, producer? It is very less. Okay. So if you go to Kolar, now the tomato might be selling at the farm gate not more than 2 rupees. Okay. If it is a thing, then what has to be the answer? We have to control the parameters factors. So we call it as a technical term called as glut, means too much of produce in the market, so thereby ensuring very less price. So we have to go for processing. When tomato is at low price, go for drying, dehydration of tomato, convert it into a tomato powder or else tomato puree, then store it. Then because see, we if what is the utility of tomato powders, you can ask. Okay. So whatever the you take ready upma makes, any processed the ready foods which are available in the market, rasam powder is available. Rasam means the biscuits are available, or else upma mix is available, or else you take Maggi powder, or else Maggie's entire thing, the chemical formula for everything. There will be a dehydrated products, it will be converted into powder and it will be utilized to an end product. So the drying and dehydration, it is an age old phenomena, okay, which was existent in the ancient times. So earlier the mankind, when it flourished, so they started eating, because you people accept with me that we were all tribes at one point of time. Then we got settled at one place where agriculture flourished. Then we started civilization, everything happened. Okay. When the food industry, if you ask me, the drying started well before. Okay. Because the starting the tribes were only the wanderers. They were consuming the fresh fruits. Then the diet was to happen. But the drying happened. They came to know the science. The beauty is that there is some science. Drying means what happens is that the moisture is removed. If a moisture is removed, the microorganism activity will be reduced and biochemical activity also will be reduced, thereby ensuring a very good life. So drying is one of the alternative for processing of fruits and vegetables, whereby I remove moisture by restricting the microorganisms and ensuring the quality. Okay. So various avenues of drying. So you can see there are two types of drying. One is sun drying, which is more or less followed for very hardy crops, whereas shade drying is utilized for crops which are having very sensitive nutritional profile, like herbs, greens, red chilies, okra, beans. Okay. And there is a term called as solar dryer. Okay. Why solar dryer? Solar dryer being because India being a subtropical country, we have abundant sunlight. We don't want to have a high cost of production. Okay. Then we can have a solar dryer. Okay. Other alternatives there, which I will show in a future slide, which is mechanical dryer. In solar dryer, we can have active, passive, direct, indirect, or else in a very small scale like a cabinet dryer, or else a greenhouse type dryer. I'm having certain slides. This is a solar dryer, which is very small scale. Okay. It is more or less a cabinet dryer you can see here. Okay. Solar panels you can see. So this is a small scale one. Okay. Home scale or else a cottage scale. So if you want to move, this is an method means modeling. Okay. But I will show you a practical thing here. Solar tunnel dryer. Okay. Whereby you might have seen these structures. This structure means this capacity can dry to a capacity of 2 to 3 tons, okay, of the produce. So the ones which I showed you, the smaller scale, this is an very large scale. Okay, there are chimneys to vent out the heat, there will be fans, there will be thermostat to control the temperature. Okay, so basically solar dryers, they depend upon the concept of greenhouse effect. whereby the rays come in, certain rays are trapped in, and the temperature started rising in. Okay, if the outer temperature is around 40-45, the inside temperature will reach up to 60 degrees centigrade, which is commercially required to dry any product. Okay, so solar dryer already they are being used. Okay, then solar dryers is commonly utilized in Kerala, Tamil Nadu for drying copra or also chili. Even we can dry very various the moringa leaves, anything can be dried. Okay, but it has to be standardized. Then comes there is a biofuel. So whether the all the area or all the region are abundant sunlight, no, certain regions means sunlight is should be there, second humidity should be less, but there are certain regions like in a western ghats or else the north canada, south canada in karnataka, or else if you take the areas where the sunlight is not abundant. Okay, but my bio the fuels are available, I can utilize it. I can have a boiler where I can burn it. The hot fumes which will come will be passed into the area surface, and thereby the drying happens. Okay. Basically, it is an hybrid. I can again for solar dryer I can have an hybrid model. Biofuel comes solar dryer. You can because I'm not theoretically telling. This is a practical availability of the solar dried products which are already available in the market. You can see the dried organic mangoes, which is solar dried. The apple. If you people have visited the Jammu, means the Vaishno Devi, you might have seen that apple slices are available there. They are all sun dried. Okay. If they are drying in solar, it is solar dried. Okay. Here you can see bananas. It is available, practically available. Then comes dehydration. Drying and dehydration, they are both are same, but dehydration being a more a controlled phenomena. So there are various types of dehydrators like drum, spray dryer, freeze dryer, tray dryer, vacuum puffing, fluidized bed, clean dryer, all those things. Okay, I will be explaining only certain few segments of this. Drum dryer. Drum dryer is used for certain products which are more viscous. Okay, you can see here at the feed tray the liquid is there, and there will be an applicator, this applicator roll. Okay, it is going to apply this drum. You can see this drum. Okay, so this drum it rotates, and by the time it reaches here it is more or less dried. Why? Because inside this drum an hot the temperature is attained so to the surface. So inside we can attain the temperature either through boiling water, through steam, or through vacuum. Okay, so the steam is commonly utilized. Okay, so hence this drum is get a heat up, or else you can also use electrical drums, electrical supply, thereby the surface is heated up, and by the time it takes the rotation it is dried, and there will be a blade which scrapes off the powder, and this powder is connected and it is removed. Okay, whether it is commercially applied, because you've seen nowadays the batter, the id they have revolutionized the industry. Idli batter, dosa batter, they can be flaked and removed into powder, and it can be reconstituted. Okay, and certain other things you can just see here: date powder, tomato flakes are there, the crunchy flakes are there of banana flakes, or also mango and banana flakes. Anything can be dried. The thing is that the product has to be more viscous so that it has to stick on this drum. Okay, it should be like a thin paste. It applies, and when it rotates, scrape off the dried powder. Okay, so next is spray drying. Spray drying, the thing is that if the products are more viscous, we can go for drum drying. The products are less viscous, we'll go for the spray drying. Here the liquid is fed here. It comes to an sprayer nozzle, and it is sprayed. This tunnel is having the high temperature, whereby by the time it reaches the bottom, it is dried material and the powder comes out and it is removed. Okay, so here vacuum is applied. I'm not going to technically more detail, because there will be a sense of a vacuum is applied here. So, and condenser is there, moisture is removed, everything happens. Basic phenomena is that it is a tunnel which is having heater at the means sprayer at the bottom, at the top, and collector at the bottom. In between the temperatures is attained here, whereby the drying happens. One thing is that fine spraying will be there. You can just observe here the sprays, they are the droplets. And when it comes down, they are dried materials. Okay, you can see examples here: jamun powder, or else this one, moringa powder. Everything can be spray dried. Examples, whether practically available? Yes. Your coffee powder, which is available in the market, is spray dried. Okay, or else aloe vera powder, egg powder, milk powder, especially milk powder. Here you can see the project flood, or else operation flood of government of India, which revolutionized the milk industry in India. It was possible because of milk powder. Okay, why? Because we were deficient with respect to milk supply, but because of milk powders, we constituted it, reconstituted it, and the project flood, the operation flood happened. Okay, now we are the biggest manufacturer and biggest consumer of milk in India, in the world. Okay, per capita consumption is too high. Okay, so the horticulture produce banana powders, pineapple powders are spray dried, and they are these one of the significant factors that spray dried powder are very much dry. They are having a very low moisture content. If you might have noticed, in your home, if you are opening the Bonvita, Complan, or else a coffee powder bottle, if you keep it idle, for just opening the lid and keeping it open for around 2 to 3 hours, the powder starts sticking up. Okay, it becomes sticky. Why? Because we call it as the moisture gets trapped. Okay, because they are these powders, the spray dried powders, they are more hygroscopic, more and more dry, readily soluble in milk or any liquid media. Okay.
Doctor,
Sir, any problem, sir, in sharing content?
Yes, sir, I'm audible.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
audible.
In between, I got a message that you have been muted further.
Okay.
Okay, fine. See, the spray drying or freeze drying. What happens under because here is a very low temperature phenomena. The moisture is means here freeze drying. One of the important criteria is sublimation. Okay, here moisture is converted into the any product. It is containing moisture. Moisture is converted into ice crystals. This ice crystal is converted into gaseous phase, bypassing the liquid phase. This is the ultimate means the concept in the freeze drying. Okay, to happen that, what is required is a special machinery whereby we have to attain very low moisture, -20, -40, very low temperature, -40, and very high vacuum, 0.001 vacuum. Okay, at that temperature what happens is that sublimation of water happens, sublimation of moisture. Okay, because it is beyond the triple point of critical point. Okay, we will call it as triple point, means it is a phase whereby water behaves in all the solid, liquid and gaseous. Beyond this point, sublimation happens and moisture is removed. Again, when the moisture is removed, it is same thing, same product, similar to your sun dried product. Okay, there we are applying high temperature to remove moisture. Here we are applying very low temperature and in the presence of vacuum to remove moisture. What is the benefit? Benefit is that long shelf life, because no moisture or very less moisture, convenient storage. But ultimate thing is that nutrition. Okay, and the thing is that it comes with a cost. Okay, because some premium product, it has to have some cost. The cost here is that value, because sun dried, if similar banana, if sun dried banana is there, for 1 kg it might be around 400 rupees. Okay, sun dried banana. The same sun means freeze dried banana, the cost will be 4,000 rupees essentially. Why? Because here vacuum has to be created, specific machinery is required, the investment cost is too high, and the time requirement is also too high. Okay, so this is one of the example whereby apples are converted into freeze dried the apples. Okay, fresh apples, washing, peeling, cutting, put in trays. Here quick freezing. For freeze drying, the preliminary step is quick freezing, -20, -40. Then you apply it for freeze drying, whereby temperature is also low, vacuum is very high. So here you can see that the freeze dried apples, they are just similar to your fresh produce, but they will be dried. Okay, so they are converted into powder and utilized in various forms. These are the other examples. This is the citrus pomace can be converted into this one. They're telling that vitamin C antioxidant rich pulp can be attained. So this is a concept which I explained. These are the various product, freeze dried products which are available in the market. Okay, I have picked it from Amazon. Whatever I would tell you, it is practical, which is already happening in the market. Okay. Next is vacuum frying. Again, moisture has to be removed. So because I told you that diversification, not only in I'm not only interested in dried product, I am interested in somewhat chatpata. I am interested in more dried the fried product. So when I go for frying, you know that potato chips or else banana chips, they are fried. Okay. When they are traditionally fried, the oil content retention is more there. The temperature is more because of the boiling point. But the same oil, if subjected under vacuum condition, the boiling point decreases. Okay, the duration decreases. Then it is subjected to the oil removal. Thereby, oil also, the retained oil in the product is also reduced to even to the tune of 30 to 40% less than the normal chips which is available in the market. Okay, this is an batch type of vacuum fryer whereby the oil is there, the buckets which are containing the product, they are dipped in oil. The same oil will means it is basically a frying, but under a vacuum condition. Vacuum creates decreases the boiling point, thereby the thermal degradation of the nutrients will not be more, retention will be more. Okay, qualitatively very superior. This is a basic health problem which is associated with a dried means fried product. Okay, obesity, stomach problem, heart problem, everything it is related to fried products. But vacuum frying will be having similar problems but very less problems. Why? Because they have been done in a very low temperature and very short time. Oil retention will not be there in the product. Okay, so they will be having various processes like depressurization, frying, de-oil, pressurization, everything. It is a detailed thing which I am not going to. There will be processing factors where in means pre-frying you can dip it in various pre-treatments, processing time, how much oil has to be absorbed, how much temperature I am giving, all those things has to be seen. Okay, this is the practical utility. Whether they are available? Yes. What is the utility? I cannot, because practically you can see here jackfruit crisp. This is the ripe jackfruit crisp. This is the ripe banana chips. If you notice in the market, the jackfruit chips which is available, it is normally fried and it is not ripe, unripe jackfruit. Okay, then banana chips which is available, it is of Nendran, it is unripe banana. So ripe bananas you cannot fry because it becomes brown. Ripe jackfruit you cannot fry because it becomes brown. This is the answer. Vacuum frying is the answer for such commodities. Why? Because bananas, they do ripen. After ripening, what you will do? You have to throw it. Instead of throwing it, you convert it into certain products. Vacuum fried ripe banana chips. Very good value added product. Okay. So these are the various application: fruits, vegetables, meat. So we stick on to fruits, vegetables, various. One friend of mine, you can search SD Foods, which are doing very good with respect to vacuum frying in Karnataka. They are first, they were at Sirsi, now they are located at Bangalore. It is available in Amazon, you can try. Very good products. Next is fermentation. Fermentation basically means it is an formation the transformation of a form. Okay, the products, they are good in starch or carbohydrates. They are converted in a means they are fermented to another products. So there are various fermented products like soya sauce, tempeh, natto is of beans, kimchi is a pickle like it is of vegetables, sauerkraut is also vegetable, wine, vinegar, cider from fruits, meat is from honey, dairy means you go for cheese, yogurt, it is fermented products. Advantages is that it improves digestive system, boost immunity, maintain the heart health. So most of the times the fermented products are called as probiotics. Okay, especially our idli dosa, so the doklas, yogurts, they are probiotics. They are having very good microorganisms which are helpful to our immune system, which will boost our immune system. Okay, so having said the wine being a very popular fermented product, the wine produces around 116. So major wine producing area is Maharashtra and Karnataka. You know the varieties. So Arkavati or Arkasham is Indian, and Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot or else Chardonnay is the external. In Karnataka we have Nandi Valley, Krishna Valley, Kaveri, Hampi hills, which are known for wine growing. Okay, so this is a process whereby the grapes are harvested, they are prepared, they are added yeast, fermented, then pressed, then the juice undergoes malolactic fermentation, aging happens, blending, because wine masters will be there who will blend the wine, then clarification happens, bottling, storage. Okay, so wine is a very premium horticulture fermented product. Okay, whether wine companies are there, indigenous wine companies are there, among which nowadays Sula is dominating the market. Even Grower Vineyard, Grower Zampa, they are doing good. They are in Bangalore. Okay, ethnic wines are there, whereby certain population in the local people, they create wine out of the products like Coorg wines. They are ethnic wines which are very much famous in Karnataka. So there are pomegranate, chiku, gooseberry. They will do a lot of wines, very diverse wines. Okay, wild berry wines comes in. Common Charlie is one such brand. Okay, then Reserva Winery creates wine out of jamun. Rhythm Winery in Kadakwasla, they create wine from kiwi, strawberry, pineapple, fruit wines. Okay, basically, if you tell wine, it is the wine. Basically, wine means it is from grapes. So fruit wine from other fruits which are having high sugars, add some yeast, then they will ferment. You means filter it, then sell it. The fruit wines. Okay. So next is pickles. So picklings, you know that there are three types of pickles. One is lactic acid pickles, vinegar pickles. The other is the oil pickles. Lactic acid pickles, nothing but your the lime, mango. They are lactic acid pickles. In the presence of salt, the juice comes out. It starts fermenting. The certain bacteria, which are very good survivor of the yeast, means they are survivor of the high salt concentration, they will survive even to the tune of 5 to 10% of salt concentration. They will survive. Beyond 15 they will die. Hence the salt means the pickles will be having only salt pH, because if you taste it will be more of an acidic, more of an pH. Vinegar pickles, vinegar, you know, it is again fermented product. One is alcohol is produced. From alcohol we convert it into acetic acid, that is nothing but a vinegar. And vinegar pickles are like your gherkins, they are vinegar pickle. Onion, they are vinegar pickles. Certain means questions I have received, I will answer at the end. Okay, so this is the vinegar pickles. Pickle industry is doing well. So MTR is a global brand which is from Karnataka, and even we do have a local brand like MN pickles which are there in Shiralkoppa. Okay, so they are ruling the domestic market in India. Minimal processing, anything which is fresh produce, they are minimally processed, means they appear to be fresh but they are not fresh, they are minimally processed. For example, if you purchase the jackfruit bulbs in the market, they are processed because they have been cut open from a jackfruit, they have been removed from the, and you are supplying the this one. Why they are becoming common? Why? Because I cannot, if a family of 2 or 3 cannot consume the whole jackfruit, I can consume only around 10-15 bulbs in a day. So I just purchase 10-15, consume, that's it. Okay. Or else pumpkin, a huge pumpkin will be there. I cannot consume the whole pumpkin. I need only a quarter pumpkin, half pumpkin. It is available in the market nowadays. Okay. So carrot shirts or else like that. The only significant factor is that high purchasing power, the urban class is increasing, thereby the demand for minimal processing is increasing. Not only that, the processing. If you see the Pizza Hut, Domino's, the Papa John's, the Burger King, so the KFC, McDonald's, all these people, they use minimally processed products. Because if you go and order pizza will be delivered within 10 minutes. You cannot tell how much time you will take in preparing a dish in your home. It will be not less than 1 hour. So everything is pre-prepared. They are being, means if you taste a pizza today, tomorrow it will be same. It will not change. Why? Because science has been applied. They will apply 20 grams of onion, 20 grams of olives, 10 grams of paprika. That's it. everything is standardized. Okay, because I know a company which gives the minimal processed products for all these things. Daily they will come, they will give a top up. Next day they will take whatever they remain. Again they will give a top up. Quality is ensured. Okay. Next is the fruit bars. We can make a fruit bar out of a juice. If you concentrate, they will become a fruit bar. The common being the mango fruit bars or else the guava fruit bars. Okay, kiwi, strawberry fruit bars. You can see paperboard. Paperboard first when they started, they came up with only native juice. Okay. Now they are into chickies, they are into the fruit bars, they are into chocolates. Okay. They have diversified themselves. Papad means it is a traditional product. Okay, so whether papad is only an agriculture product, no, horticulture products can be converted into papad, like jackfruit. Here unripe jack can be made into converted into the boiled, again papad can be created. Nowadays famous is the raw banana papad. Okay, in our department we do these products. Okay, the papad industry is a 1,000 crore industry, out of which there are various segments. Okay, this is jackfruit papads, raw banana papads are there, potato, palak papads, aloo papads. There means there are very diversified products. Okay, flours, yes, you can create a flours out of the raw products, like jackfruit powder flour is there, or else raw banana flour is there. We call it as bakahu, balekai udi. Okay, so apple flour is there. Why these flours, why they are coming into market? Why? Because people are now becoming aware that they are gluten intolerant. They want to replace gluten, wheat. So how to replace? We need a wheat replaces. Okay, replacement. Or else I need to replace maida out of my diet. How to replace? These are the alternatives: jackfruit powder, or else the banana flour, apple flour, even the tuber flours nowadays. Okay, you can see here, because see, nowadays we are promoting even moringa. Moringa means the moringa leaf can be converted into powder. It can be mixed with the chapati. It will be a moringa fortified chapati you can consume. It will be very good diet. It is because moringa is known as a superfood. Okay, these are the various flours which are available. Aseptic canning is nothing but canning of the fruit, the products in an aseptic environment, so that the product will be available throughout the year and in very wide diverse areas. Here you can see here the packaging material, they are not the same thing. Excuse me. The packaging material, they are not same for the aseptic packaging. For example, we call it as tetra pack. Tetra pack means not only 4 layers, they will be having a 6 layers. If you see the Good Life milk, okay, which is coming in a tetra pack. Okay, similarly aseptically processed, if you go to superstores in and around Bangalore or outside in metros, you will see tomato purees packed in tetra pack. Okay, or else the any pulp which can be packed in a tetra packs, it is available, because consumer, he wants diversified product, he wants more products. Okay, or else you can see these aluminum tins, the cans products are also available in these things. Next is one of the processing technology, irradiation, whereby through magnetic irradiation I can irradiate the onions, so that the sprout can be prevented, insect disinfection in certain products. Okay, which is helpful. This is a symbol which is there, and for if I am exporting certain products, they are very much in utility. Okay, so irradiation source I will not go into detail, but whether we are using, essentially we are using, where, because India is one of the highest exporter of spices without irradiation, they will not go out. Okay, Europe, if, because why? Because it is in a very high pathogenical load is there. So with high load, the thing is that the product become contaminated. Okay, why? Because spices are grown in and around Kerala or Uttar Kannada, Dakshin Kannada, whereby the humidity is high, the drying is essential, because I consume dried the cinnamon, dried the whatever the the cardamom, anything which is dried. Okay, but drying, sun drying is used. When it is sun dried, everything is contaminated. Okay, so irradiation is necessary. Individually quick frozen products means nothing but the products are subjected very low temperature and are frozen condition, they become individually quick frozen. Example is your sweet pea. If you go to supermarkets, you can purchase a pack of peas, which are individually quick frozen, okay, which is Safal. You can just see here Safal, then Amla slices, anything which is individually quick frozen, which are available in market. How the thing is that is subjected to a plate freezers, whereby low temperature ensures that the product has frozen condition. Okay, you can just remove it. You can use it in your cuisine. Okay, peas or else even your French fries or else any the snacks which are available. They are all frozen products, individually quick frozen. It eliminates oxidation, preserves delicate oils, prevents freezer burns, maintains natural moisture, good for the diversification. Then next is vacuum packaging. Vacuum packaging here the packaging is the any produce, the atmosphere has to be changed. Okay, so the package without any air is known as vacuum, means absence of air. So you can notice here dry fruits. Why? Because dry fruits, if air is there, it will lead to oxidation. You might have noticed the if you leave the dry fruits in an open air, they become rancid. They give a very foul smell. Why? Because the fat is very much liable for fat oxidation, lipid oxidation. Cashews or else walnuts, peanuts, dates, they go for vacuum packaging. Okay, types of vacuum packaging there are numerous. Only thing is that we cannot apply vacuum packaging for very delicate fruits. Why? Because under pressure the juice comes out, so we cannot preserve those things. Applicable for nuts or also dates, very hardy crops. Okay, packaging, the thing is that ultimate is that we have to give a very good shelf life. Okay, shelf life and the functions, nutritional retention, shelf life, display, then the marketing, the transportation, everything has to be easy. Hence we call it as a package. What are the types of package? Cardboard box are there, plastic packages are there, cartons are there, glass, metals, anything which ensures you a good appeal. Okay, you can see here these are aluminum laminated polyethylene or else metallized polyester. It is not a plastic, it is a metallized polyester. It is having a metal as well as polyethylene. It is only plastic. Okay, it is a tetra pack which is containing 6 layers. It is a metal one, entire aluminum tin cans or also tin cans, aluminum cans or also tin cans. Okay, so these are, you can see there are same juices, they are packed in a various containers. Okay, again the packaging materials they are different. So I would like to glance certain value-added products. Tomato means banana. We can go for banana flour. Then the raw banana cookies, or else an dehydrated banana fig we can manufacture. You can see ice creams can be there, bread can be there, muffins, chips, juice. Okay, mango pickles, murabba, papdi, jelly, jam, n number of things. Pomegranate, not only pomegranate juice, you can make a juice seed oil, even pomegranate peel. It can be used in the cleaning the polluted waters. Okay, the breads which can be added with the pomegranate seed. Okay, which is very good. Okay, pomegranate peel is utilized for scrubbers, for beauty things. They are very products. Anardana can be there. Then the juice, cookies. Okay, Anla, various value added products are from Anla. Anla, again, juice are there, dried powder is there, candy is there, Cedar, Anla Cedar is also there. Jamun, numerous, okay. Jamun wine, juice, jam, okay, oil, turmeric. I would like to just brief 2-3 minutes. Turmeric, normally what we'll do is that earlier the produce is we used to boil turmeric, the fresh turmeric, we used to boil it, then we used to dry it, then we used to powder it. But nowadays there have been a very significant change in this process, whereby we are bypassing the boiling in our the department or else elsewhere also. Why? Because turmeric, the significant the component is curcumin, which ensures anti-inflammatory property. Okay, and it gives a very antioxidant property. Curcumin to be high, you should not go for boiling, and we can achieve by just flaking. You can just see here, you can flake it, then you can dry in an open sun or else in a mechanical dryer, powder it, so that the turmeric powder will be good, which is high in curcumin content. Okay, these are the various products. Oleoresins are there, which are there. Okay, beverages I will not go into it, because just I would like to tell that There are very wide variety beverage industry. One is non-alcoholic, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, either juice, squash, malted, lassi, all those things. You can see the various types of beverages. Carbonated beverages. If you infuse soda, means carbon dioxide into the juice, it will become carbonated beverages. Example, in wine, if you infuse, it becomes champagne, okay, or else ginger ale, or else you can just see any products, carbonated beverage. Nowadays, industry is moving towards the Coke, Pepsi, they are all synthetic carbonated beverages. But people want normal, natural carbonated beverages like Appy. It is already there in the market, okay. Kokum soda, Bindu soda. So they're all carbonated beverages which are having a natural fruit pulp, okay. Chutneys we can generate out of chutney can be done, jams. So various brands are there which are there manufacturing the jams, FPO specifications. Then these things means, see, I'm just because processing is a very wide subject. Okay, according to the time given, I have skipped certain slides. I emphasize wherever it is required. Okay, so if you require, you have my number, you can contact Ramesh sir, he can guide to me so that we can brief. We stay around 100 meters from the KSTA. Okay, so if you need training, we can give. This is the specification according to various value-added products which are there with the what are the preservatives which is permissible for them according to FSSAI. Okay, I would like to take a few slides which is an somewhat an inspirational. Whether processing is an alternative, whether processing can be an lucrative, whether processing can be pursued as an industry, as an daily wage, or else an income stabilization. Yes, it is possible. Okay, so you can see here in photographs the KVK ICR KVK is there at Kodagu. They have handhold and various SHG groups, Goni Koppal self-help groups locally, which are doing very good with respect to various value-added products. Okay, they are doing very good, and they are processing avocado, they are preparing papads, pickles, everything. Okay, or else ethnic wines. Okay, the other thing is Ganesh papad, one industry which captures 5% of 1,000 crore papad industry. Okay, they started in 1960, and now this person is leading the Ganesh papad. They are a setup of 13 manufacturing units. But very famous papad is Lijjat papad, which we people know. Okay, it started in 1959 with only 7 women. Okay, with an investment of 80 rupees initially. Okay, then right now from 7 they are employing 45,000 women. Okay, spread across 82 branches across various countries. Okay, and recently the founder, okay, Jaswant Bean Popat, they received the award, prestigious Padma Shri from our president. Okay, you know, because we now it is a 1,600 crore industry of Lijjat Papat itself. Okay, you see a photograph whereby she is receiving award from the our honorable president. So ultimately, what I want to conclude is that processing is not the only alternative. It is one of the alternative. Okay, to achieve what? To achieve price stabilization for the producer, for the consumer, and to have the diversified product to a consumer, then to minimize the loss, thereby ensuring maximum efficiency of the system. Okay, so processing of fruits and vegetables is one of the alternative, because you cannot dictate you have to consume processed products. Okay, you can consume fresh products, processed products, it is about the choice, but we have to provide a choice to a customer. Hence it ensures customer sovereignty. Jago grahak jago. Yes, thank you team KSTA for providing me an opportunity for delivering a talk on processing of fruits and vegetables. Thank you, sir. So yes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. It was really a very insightful and informative talk on processing of fruits and vegetables. I'm sure many of the participants would have gained a lot from your talk. We covered entire gamut of processing of fruits and vegetables. On behalf of KSTA and all the participants, we thank you immensely, Doctor, for your very informative talk and also for your time. I know you are very busy with many activities. In spite of that, you could find time to deliver this talk. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Are there any questions?
Sir, there are 4 questions in the chat box. I will read one by answer. How can we do fermentation to dosa mix, sir?
Just a minute. How can do we, the 4 questions, how can we do fermentation to dosa mix? One thing. How then if we try to sorghum beer? Okay. So the dosa mix, basically fermentation of a dosa mix, now it has become a more traditional. ID started with the industry. Now it has been commercialized. So basically what we do in industry, same thing applies. The thing, only significant factor is that we have to give a right temperature. We have to give, because the yeast is the essential product which involves in fermentation. To ensure fermentation, we have to add yeast, external yeast, okay, which is available in the market. Yeast powder will be available in the market. So baker yeast is available, yeast powder is available. You can add it at a dosage. Then you can, the tanks are, because it will be done in a stainless steel containers, pack it, sell it. Because the dosa mix or also idli mix, the earlier the ID started, nowadays it is available anywhere, everywhere, in at least in Bangalore, what I say. Okay. So next question is that if we try for sorghum beer, how can we do fermentation? The thing is that it depends upon, because the product has to be standardized. So whether you are going for a grinding of sorghum, extracting the sorghum milk, then fermenting it, one. Okay. It means it is the best method. Why? Because you can go for whole fermentation of the sorghum. You have to soak it for certain duration. Okay, because it has to be standardized. What I'm telling is theoretical thing. It has to be standardized. Okay, you have to soak the sorghum in water. After it becomes wet, you have to grind it. Then you have to reconstitute it using certain portion of water. Then you have to add yeast. Okay, the baker means the wine yeast comes. Then you can go for the preparation of the things. Here beer, how beer is different than the wine, because wine is not carbonated. Beer is somewhat having a carbon dioxide. Then primary fermentation, secondary fermentation has to be carried out. It is a more often technical thing which has to be got through some detailing. Okay. Next question is, aseptic packaging system is the organic one. Aseptic packaging, if you ask, it is organic, yes, but it is thermal, okay, whereby aseptic means asepsis without any microorganisms. Asepsis, septic condition is with microorganisms. Here temperature will be in the tune of more than 100 degrees centigrade, 115 degrees centigrade, okay, but it is an organic way of preserving the things. But whether the taste change, yes, it does. Whether the nutrients decrease, yes, it does. Why? Because the thermal degradation do happen. Okay. But thing is that again you will be having the pride that you will be having, you can consume, means preserve the food in an organic manner. And one very good benefit is that you can preserve the produce for 2 to 3 years without any spoilage. Okay. Next question is, it was very informative. Yes. Oh, yes. So I hope that I have answered, sir. Any other questions, please let me know, sir.
Yes, sir, you have covered all the questions in the chat box and Q&A.
Yes.
No more questions, sir. If in future they get any questions, we will get back to you, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure.
Doctor, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You to kindly send a few pages of.
Sure, sir. I will send.
Please. And
Yes, sir.
possible by afternoon, can you send 3 or 4 questions pertaining to your talk?
Sure, sure. I will send. This one, sir. MCQ, na? Multiple choice question. Sure, I will send. Sure, sir. Sure.
By
Thank you,
afternoon.
sir. Sir, I will send by afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Once again, sir.
Yes.
Participants, thank you very much for being with us since morning. Afternoon, we have 2 talks. One on freshwater aquaculture by Dr. N. Manjappa, Head Fisheries Research and Information Center, Bangalore. The second talk will be by Dr. Badri Prasad, Associate Professor, Department of Agriculture and Entomology, College of Agriculture. So all of you kindly join by 2:30, and we'll be finishing the session by 4:30. Both the sessions will be completed by 4:30. I request you to kindly join at right time so that we can finish the webinars at within 4:30, and next tomorrow again we will be fine. Thank you very much.
Hello. 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 Hello.
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ
ಹಾ
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಲೈವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್.
ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಲೈವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗು?
ಹೌದು,
ಓಕೆ.
ಲೈವ್
ಲೈವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗು
ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 2:30ಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
ಲೈವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಿಗೆ? ಗಾಡ್ಗೆ ಸರ್,
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಲೈವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನಕ್ಕೆ?
ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು.
ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಇದು ಇವಾಗ ಹೀಗೆ ಇರಲಿ, ಯಾರು ಇದು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅಂಶ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಕೆಲವರು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋರು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ.
ಅವರು ಈಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈವ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅದನ್ನ.
ಓಕೆ,
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ
ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ?